Hi there! Today we're going to show you how to make Mamon, a Filipino sponge cake. This recipe was adapted from Goldilocks Bakebook by our uncle. It will produce between 10 to 12 cakes 5 inches in diameter, depending on your altitude. Yes, depending on your altitude. Here's what you'll need. 10 to 12 mini springform baking pans, an electric mixer. Ours is so old but it still works. Half a cup of unsalted butter, another 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter, 2 cups of cake flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2/3 of a cup of unbleached sugar, another cup of unbleached sugar, 1 dozen eggs, half a cup of water, half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, sharp cheddar cheese for grating, 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar, 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. This is if you want to give your mamon just a hint of coffee flavor. It's completely optional. Now let's start baking. Grease the baking pans with butter. Melt the half cup of butter. Once it's done melting, set it aside for later. Combine the 2 cups of cake flour, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Whisk everything together. Set this aside for later. Separate the dozen eggs. Yolks will go into the mixer's bowl. Put the whites in another bowl. Use the electric mixer to beat the yolks at the lowest speed. Slowly add in the dry ingredients that were whisked together moments ago. Let the mixer continue for 3 minutes until everything is well blended. Like so. Turn off the mixer, remove the beaters, and wash them. They'll be reused for the egg whites unless you have a second mixer. Transfer the yolk mixture to a bigger bowl and set it aside for later. Wash the mixing bowl because it will be used for the egg whites, unless, again, you have a second electric mixer. Add a few drops of water to the instant coffee. This step is optional. Pour the egg whites into the clean mixing bowl. Add the cream of tartar. Beat the mixture at the highest possible speed until it doubles in height. Feel free to cheer your egg whites on. Once the mixture has doubled in height, reduce the mixer speed to medium and slowly add in the 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Increase the mixer speed. Stop it when stiff peaks form. You can test this by poking at the mixture with a spatula. Add the fluffy mixture to the yolk mixture. Gently fold everything together. If you want to give your mamon that subtle coffee flavor, now is the time to add that instant coffee. Preheat the oven to 325 degrees. Scoop the combined ingredients into the greased baking tins. Each one should be about 3/4 full. This should be done quickly while the mixture is still fluffy and thick. Place the filled baking pans in the middle of the preheated oven. Bake for 20 minutes. While the cakes are in the oven, prepare a few cooling racks. You can also grate as much sharp cheddar cheese as you want. The more the merrier. Refrigerate and save for later. When an inserted toothpick comes out clean, place the cakes on the cooling racks. As they cool, they will separate from the baking pans, like so. Once the pans are warm enough to touch, undo the latches on the sides and remove them from the mamon. Remove the bottoms too. Mix 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar with 3/4 of a cup of butter. You can add instant coffee, which is completely optional. We decided to divide the topping in half and let half of it be coffee flavored. Frost each cake with a layer of the butter and powdered sugar. Coat generously with the shredded cheese. Note that this is best done when the cakes are completely cool. Well, there you have it. Enjoy yours fresh with a cup of coffee. Or wrap all of it up and save for later. Enjoy! Right, Uncle's gonna eat some. How does it taste?
Tastes like bread.
Until our next video. Bye!